So who were playing the leads when you were in the show?
It was Ali Mozzie, who is hysterical, playing Glinda, and then this lovely actor named Marcy Dodd, who played Elphaba, and then it was Aaron Tveit was playing Fiyero, and that was pretty much...
Who's playing the wizard?
Who's playing the wizard? It was, PJ Benjamin.
I don't know who that is.
PJ Benjamin played the wizard for a very long time, and he is like, if you ask somebody like, draw me the wizard from the Wizard of Oz, and you draw this guy. He's a Broadway veteran. He's been in shows since he was 19. He's just like and he's an older dude. He was marvelous and so sweet, and everyone like.
Did you ever do it with Ben Vereen?
No, I didn't. But there is that story.
There's stories about him, right?
Well, yeah, but he
couldn't remember his lines.
Well,
huh?
yes, but there you have. I mean, I think I've told you the story that I wasn't here for this story, but I've heard this story.
Tell me, but you got to tell the story.
This story is worth having on the record, and I'll tell this story a million other times on many other things, but this might be the first time. Apparently, this is secondhand, knowledge, but I think it's true at this point. He was famously kind of went up on his lines a lot and forgot, what parts of the show he was in and stuff like that. But when he was on, the dude was on fire, obviously, Ben Vereen. And he played the wizard, and he's in this first scene, and he's referencing his pet monkey. And the whole point of the scene is you're kind of setting up the flying monkeys, that Elphaba is going to help them sprout wings. And he has to introduce this monkey named Chistery, is the big main monkey. And that day he had a brain fart and forgot the monkey's name, but this is his introduction. This is what the character is called from the very and he forgets it. And he said, well, here's my monkey servant. And then he paused and then audibly went, which I loved. That's my favorite part of the story, is he goes, like thinking about it. So he says, this is my monkey servant, Booger. And so, it's like, what do you do? I put myself in like the bodies of everyone else on stage. It's like, do we correct him because we have to now reference this monkey the rest of the show? Or do we just call him Booger the rest of this performance? I don't know the end of that story.
I wonder if everybody broke down, because that was hysterical.
I've heard this story from a number of sources, so I have to believe that most of it's true. And even if it's not true, it's such a good story that like part of me just needs to believe it's true. You know what I mean?
I did Grease for 10 minutes. We talked about it at the very top of the show, and I was scared out of my mind because I had no reason to even be there. And every night I had all my lines on 3x5 cards, and I would go over them over and over again right before I'd walk on stage. And for some reason, one night I went up on my lines, and all I said was, I don't know what my next line is, but I know it has something to do with those damn shoes. Okay? And the entire cast just lost it.
Right.
They just laughed their asses off.
And with a show like Grease, with a show like Grease, the whole audience should have went, yeah, fine, whatever. It's like no one's there to learn a lesson from Grease. So you could have done that the whole show. Nobody would have known.
Believe me, trust me, unbelievable.